Hello YouTubers and Minecrafties, it's the Aussie Creeper here with episode 4, Skeleton Farm time. So on today's episode we're going to go down into the mine and we're going to check out how we're going to do this skeleton farm. But just before I do that, I'll give you a quick update on what I've been doing upstairs around here. So I've taken this out a bit, I've moved that ladder because I'm going to have this upstairs area. Still got a bit more here to dig out. That's where the ladder is now. That's what that'd be a bit neater. And outside, got some sheep going. A bit of an infestation of cows. It's pumpkins and all the wheat is growing pretty good. But yeah, so let's check out the old cobblestone and junk room. Been playing Minecraft for a while. You always get a lot of cobblestone. Just never ever throw the stuff out, because there will be a time when you'll need it. Alright, so let's go down there, skeleton farm and get it done. So, on the last episode when I finished up, I went and explored that way. There's a few ravines and a few things down there, but I'm not too interested in any of that at the moment. I reckon we're going to get this sorted right here. So anyone that's going to build a skeleton farm, there is a few tutorials online how to do this, and let's get cracking onto this. So from the box, you want to make a 9x9 room. The easiest way to do that from start is just grab some torches and make this 4 wide from the box on each corner, just like so. Stuck a little bit too far with that bit. Doesn't matter, you can always fill that in. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll dig out this room 9x9 and I'll come back to you. Alright, so now I've done that, I've dug it out a 9x9 area, and we need to go too high from the spawner. So that means I'll need to fill all this in and then just cut out that last bit around the edge. Now I suggest putting blocks on top of the spawner, because in previous spawners that I have done, I haven't put blocks on top, and unfortunately you get a skeleton or two that will build up on there and the effectiveness of your spawner will not be as good. But yes, so once we get this all cut out, I'll lead on to the next step. It's definitely worth having one of these, even though if you build a mob spawner it does make up for the skeletons, but it's always good just to have yourselves a skeleton spawn box. Why not? Because then you can just come here, and if you just want to get some bones for some bone meal, then too easy. You can just come here and do that. Plus, you're only concentrating on skeletons, you get heaps of arrows, bows. I don't think you get enchanted bows or anything like that. I haven't come across any yet with boxes, but only with mob spawners I have. Alright, so now you've gotten this far, what you want to do is from under the spawner we want to go down 2, dig this down 2, and I'll come back to you once I've done that. Alright, so now that we've dug all this out, 2 below the box, what you want to do is get yourselves an infinite water supply going. So I'm just going to do one right here, that way it's convenient and I don't have to go miles running, because you will need an infinite supply of water to do this. Alright, so first we'll do both corners with our buckets, just like so. You should get this nice pattern like so. Now what you want to do is just dig out with this pattern. Now you can do this in any direction you want, it does not matter, it's not orientated in any way or form. You just need to make sure I want it to face this way, so I made sure I put it in both of them corners. Alright, so now you've done that, from here, what we'll do is, I think we'll dig in about 2 or 3 in here. I'll just bring that up 3, and we get our pick and we dig out each block here like so. And that will give us this nice flow of water. Come up top and I'll show you. Just like that. So anything that lands in there is going to get neatly drawn straight in there. So if I throw a cobblestone here, doesn't matter where, eventually it will make its way all the way into there. Just like so. Alright, so for the next step, you're going to need at least 14 signs, or 15 signs actually. So we dig this out, and you want to come out like this, just before I get started with that. So now it has to be 13 signs high. I'll grab some water while I'm here. Alright, so from this part here, what you want to do is get your signs, placing the first one here, the next one right here, and then your next one right there, just like so. The first bucket of water, go right there. Alright, so I'm going to dig up, and this is where it gets very frustrating and time consuming. You just need to keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. Come out here, grab your buckets of water, and then go up and down. Of course you could have a lot of buckets and do this, but it'd be just a waste of time really. Anyway, so this needs to be 13 signs high, and I'll come back to you once I get around to the top. Alright Minecrafters, so I've done up the top now, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Anyone that hasn't played Minecraft before, what I'm doing here is just making a water elevator, because mobs, when they hit water, they'll naturally want to jump. So once they come into this elevator, they'll hit the water sources and they'll want to swim up. So when you get to the top here with your 13th sign, you'll place a source block on top of it, making this area too high, like I have right now. And then you want to make it from this sign across, 1, 2 and 3. And then place another sign, leaving it still too high, but dropping into a 3 high space here. Now, one thing that I do different from everyone else that I have seen is I place a sign right here, because it tricks the mobs into thinking that it's a solid block, so they'll walk straight off of it. And they'll still get the same amount of fall damage. But, so they're not waiting for that other skeleton to come along and push him off for me. So then from this point here, you want to dig down 25 blocks. So best way I found to do that is just dig down one and then just watch that, hit 25 and then stop. But I've already marked this out just for the sakes of the tutorial, so and bang, there you go. I'm down here, I put that glass block there just so you can have a peep in there and watch them all coming this way. Now this is where all our skeletons are going to fall down and they're going to receive damage. Now you want to dig this out too, just like so. Minus 2, I'll show you later once we get up to that point. And then from here I'm going to dig our little doorway into this contraption. This will be our way in and out of the spawner. And I'll neaten that up in later days. Alright, so now I'll just fill all this in. But I've done the majority of the spawner now. And actually I won't have blocks here. I'll chuck some glass. Just like that. And I'll fill that all in once I've taken the lots out. So, what you want to do for this part here is you have to dig this out just a little bit more. Fill that in now, and we can put a block right there, and that's pretty much it. That is the whole machine done. So now what we need to do is take out all the lighting, but before I do that I'm going to go craft a door. So I can stick a door here in case there's for some reason I need to come in here, and I'll come back to you once I've done that. Alright, so here we go. This bit can be very fun, or it can be very annoying. Depends on how you like to look at it. But I'd suggest getting a full suit of armour, like so, before doing this bit, because this bit is the bit where skeletons seem to make love to me. Just look at that, I only knocked out one. Ah, you're kidding me. See what I mean? He's got a chance at play. Let's get out of here. Place our block here, our door, and that is it, my friends. This is our in action. So, as you can see, the skeletons come in and away they go. I don't know why he's getting stuck, but I have noticed that the odd one gets stuck every now and then. Eventually we'll hear some splats soon. Oh. This is our testing, what we're doing right now. Just to make sure we got everything right. Coming. At least 20 or so in the machine at the moment. What the? I have not seen that before. He's got chainmail armor on. so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run for about, I was thinking about 5 minutes, I'll give it. And then I'll come back to this and I'll show you how much skeletons I've got. Alright, so this has been going for about 5 minutes. I did figure out why them skeletons were getting stuck here. If you do make this very high, they tend to fall back into it and not come up it. But I do also notice that when you do have it too high, they sometimes, when you get two there, they do fight to build up. So anyway, I'll show you how many we've got here. Not there's still more even coming now. So watch, this dude won't get stuck in this last one. We'll just go straight up. Anyway, so there's roughly 72 or so skeletons right here, and they're all one hit punch. Won't be one hit punch, will be the ones wearing the armor and stuff, but not much I can do about that. So if I make it any deeper, they'll just die instantly. So just from that little bit, we got all them bows, stack and a bit of arrows, stack of bones. Well, that's pretty cool, and some more bone there. You can see that. And if you ask me, that's pretty good for 5 minutes to sit there. And I jumped up about maybe 10 levels. I am on over level 30, so once you're over level 30, it does take a bit more. See, glitching. Oh, he hasn't fell down yet. There he is. Yeah, as you can see. Now, what I'll do in the future to make this better is that block there, I will remove that block, put a piston there, a sticky piston there with a block, so I can get these items in the back here. But I haven't got any slime at the moment, so I won't be able to do sticky pistons. I think there's another one of them ones around the chamber. I haven't seen that before, that's very cool. Very cool. Up he goes. Up he goes. Bows are very useful, especially if you're in ravines and stuff like that, because you can use it to shoot the creepers way up in the ravines. And yeah, this is a very cool episode to do. Quite happy that I found that skeleton box very early on, and yeah. As you can see, I blocked all this off just so I could come in here and not have to worry about any creepers sneaking up me while I'm AFC or K in this case. And yeah, so if you liked this episode, hit that like button. If you loved it, just subscribe. I enjoyed doing this one. This is a very cool episode for me to do. Anyways, this is the Aussie Creeper, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye!